Today's recipe comes straight out of a little known hole-in-the-wall little Greek island called Santorini. You may have heard of it. Here's the thing. This is another kind of one pan or one pot meal other than the boiling pasta. And this dish is exactly that. It's pasta in a very light and aromatic tomato sauce. It is vegetarian, vegan if you don't put any cheese or you use a vegetarian or a vegan cheese, but it is a vegetarian recipe that is so freaking delicious. So, to start us off, I've already taken the liberty of actually pre-boiling and salting my water. I hate to deprive you guys of that. I know how riveting watching water boil is. In the original recipe, they use the elbow macaroni. In this case, I am using these little caviatapi noodles. They're like corkscrews. I love these. They're one of my favorite noodles to use. This recipe is for 4 people or 4 normal people. Here's the thing about Greeks and portion control. We have none. There is no real portion control. We don't have this thing where it's everybody's going to get 85 grams of pasta and expect them to get full. I need more than that just to test for doneness. That's the reality. So I'm going to go in with a fairly decent, generous portion size here and get that off and going. But here's the thing about pasta. Right when you put it in the water, give it a quick little stir, and that way it'll stop it from sticking either together or on the bottom. So here's another little pasta trick I'm going to share with you. If you don't want your pasta to kind of overcook or overflow in your pot, place your spoon at the edge of your pot just like that. Place this over, and for sure 100% your pasta will not kind of overflow, or your pasta water will not overflow, guaranteed. Now, the next part of this, making our sauce. This is an olive oil based sauce, actually quite light. So for this, I'm doing half a cup, I know it sounds like a lot, half a cup of my Greek extra virgin olive oil. Get that off and going. The next thing to go in this are 4 garlic cloves. I'm keeping this recipe pretty Puritan or pretty rustic, the way it was served on the island. So I'm just going to take a garlic crusher, and with these garlic crushers, you don't even need to peel the onion. You just go straight in, and that's it. Let the garlic crusher do all the work for you. And there goes our last one. Perfect. Let me just grab a little knife here and just scrape off all this goodness. Just like that. Nothing to this so far. Now, here's the thing. You want to go on a medium heat for this because you don't want your garlic to burn. There is nothing worse or shittier in cooking than having garlic burn on you. It's just going to ruin the whole dish. So you don't want to be doing that. So that's looking good there. The next spice in this, or herb actually, is dried rosemary. And for this, I'm using about a teaspoon of dried rosemary. That's all it takes. The next part of this is some diced tomatoes. Now, I don't have fresh tomatoes on the island. They actually use 4 tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, and they dice them up. Well, in my case, I don't have that luxury here. So what I'm using is some diced canned tomatoes, and those are going to go in. And I'm putting in about 12 ounces of diced tomatoes and about half a can of water is going to go in this. Little bit of fresh cracked black pepper will go into this. Little bit of salt. You want to take it easy on the salt because after this, I'm also going to add mizithra. Now, if you can't find mizithra, by all means, you can use Parmesan, Pecorino, or any other kind of sharp cheese that will work for this recipe. So my sauce has thickened up nicely. It's perfect. It's exactly where I want this to be. I'm just going to turn that off there. I'm going to get rid of this. Now, when it comes to the preparation of the presentation, here's the thing. You're going to take yourself a platter, just like that. Nothing to this, nothing complicated. I'm going to present this today Santorini style and the way it was served. So, I'm going to take a little bit of my sauce and I'm going to put it along the bottom of my serving platter. Just like that. Perfect. Awesome. Nothing to this. So, let me just grab a little grater here. And so far, we just have a little bit of sauce on the bottom of the plate. In this case, the mizithra will act as seasoning. And I'm going to take this and just do this. Look how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh. This is bringing back so many memories, you guys. So let me grab a strainer or a colander. And what I'm going to do is just throw this here. I'm going to grab my pot. My noodles are perfectly overdone. They're exactly the way Greeks prefer them. They're like borderline mush. So I'm just going to take this and pour it in there. Perfect. Excuse the angle. Perfect. Just like that. Now, don't go draining the crap out of this. Leave a little bit of water in there. It's totally fine. And all I'm going to do is put these noodles over the sauce. Just like that. Perfect. See what I'm doing here? This, in essence, is the way it was actually served on the island. So, take my sauce now, and I'm going to dress it up along the sides, not over the top. The top in this dish will stay white. That's the way they did it. That's what I'm showing you. So, again, over just like that, around. I don't know what the purpose of this. Maybe it's because of the volcano on Santorini or whatever, but this is what they did it, and that's exactly how we're going to do it as well. So you do this and just bring that around. Perfect. Just like that. There's a little bit more here. There's a little naked pasta there. Boom, boom. Boom. Done. Perfect. So now let me just leave that here. I'm going to take a little of my mizithra and I'm going to place it just in the middle where the naked pasta is. Look at this. Happiness. And that, my friends, is my Santorini style macaroni. It is beautiful, it is vegetarian, and above all else, super delicious, and the fact that it's a quick dish isn't bad. Here you go. Perfect. Now, I don't care what anybody says, I don't care if it's hot, I'm still going to try this. In fact, I think I'm going to need a spoon for this. I'm just going to try a little bit here, just off to the side. Oh, that's so good. If I could swear right now, I would. Oh my gosh, that's so good. That is literally the way I remember it. And what's in this thing, like 3 or 4 ingredients? There's like nothing in this. Other than the pasta, you have like garlic, olive oil, dried rosemary, crushed diced tomato. That's it. There is nothing to this. And you have a meal that is absolutely superb. This will feed 4 normal people or a couple of Greeks. I'm not going to lie. It's just the way it is. So that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe. Don't forget to check me out online as well at kensgreektable.com for more great recipes and all kinds of other goodies. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. There is light at the end of the tunnel. We just gotta wait till we get there, which is gonna be very soon. And until next time, I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.